Arlene here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is I'm going to be decorating that beautiful galvanized lantern that Sweet Sandy from the Salvation Army gifted me after I did my little funky bow classes there. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so excited to decorate this lantern again. I've only decorated it up once, and that was for Christmas. So let's turn this camera around. So let's get started. Enough of me yammering. Let's get started. Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, I'm gonna leave my camera up this high for a minute just to show you this lantern, and we're gonna go ahead and do a little decor for the inside of it. Isn't this lantern beautiful? Let me measure it for you. It is, wow, about 27 inches tall. And then I really don't know how big it is around, but it is, each pane of glass is about 4 inches, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panes of glass. So I love the scroll work on this. It is just a beautiful, beautiful lantern, one that I cherish and I want to always do justice to. Now, if y'all, for those of you who've been with me for a while, you'll remember that Chris put some fairy lights up in the top box, and we've just left it wrapped up like that. And this snugs up inside, or hooks on a hook. Actually, I'm sorry, it hooks on a hook Chris put up there for me. You can see all that. There we go. And it just hooks on that hook and hangs down and lights up whatever's underneath of it. Now, we don't want it blinking like a strobe light, so I'm just going to put it on something a little less. There we go. We'll have it on steady on. Not that you can really see it that much, but alrighty. Now, what I got for the inside of this is this cute little galvanized birdhouse. Check it out. I have been looking and looking and looking for something else for in here, like an angel, and I'm going to continue to look like an angel with like a nativity scene on, or like a Jim Shore piece or something like that. But I have not been able to find one that fits and one that I like. So we're going to use this. So we're going to decorate up this little thing first before I do the bow. And I'm going to do it very simply, very simply. I'm going to take here's a little bird, and I want to set her inside. But first, I'm going to give her a little bed of lamb's ear. All I did was take a little piece of this lamb's ear garland. I want to make sure, you see how this fits down inside? See that? So I want to make sure that this is going to fit inside of that, so that I can have room to snug that back down in there. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Let me see if I can get this to work. Some things are easier said than done, but one of my mottos is, if there's a will, there is a way, and I'm gonna make it happen. And that's exactly, this is a good example of that. Okay, there we go. Now I'm simply going to open this up and snug this little girl right in here. Cute. Look at that. You know, I thought I would maybe put some more greenery. Oh, I guess I could. Just around her, make one more little ring for around the bottom. That might be cute, huh? There we go. Pretty, pretty. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. And that is all I'm going to do for the inside. Super cute, and that light will just shine down on that little birdie, light her way. All right, let's get to making a bow now. Like I said, I'm just gonna be making a 16 loop funky bow. I've got these 4 ribbons. That is really not a ribbon, but these 4 ribbons. And I'm gonna cut them at 24 inches long each. So I will be back when I am finished cutting all of the ribbon and dovetailing the ends. 4 of each. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Before I cut the very last piece of this chicken wire, I wanted to show you specifically how I do this. I just pull it out and again measure out to 24 inches. But I use my snippers to cut this, you guys, because I wouldn't use your scissors. You would maybe ruin your scissors. So I use my snippers. And then I know from past experience with this that I need to pre-fold this loop. And for those of you who are new to the funky bow, I'll explain what I mean as I go here. But for those of you who are familiar with my funky bow, you're gonna know that I always go and find 5.5 inch loops, or 6 inch loops, or 5 inch loops, in this case 5.5. And as I go through the bow, but in this case I need to go ahead and pre-fold them because I can't fold them and scrunch them together and do the bow at the same time. So, all right, we're ready to go ahead and start making our bow. And as you can see, I've got 4 strips, including the chicken wire, of each type of ribbon. And like I said, we're making a 16 inch loop funky bow. We have 1 strip for each loop. That's why I call it a 16 loop funky bow. Each strip of ribbon makes 1 loop. So all you do as we start here is fold that 1 strip completely in half, go to your measuring device. It doesn't have to be a board, it can be a ruler, it can be a measuring tape, whatever you have. Go to 5.5 inches and pinch it together at that point. And then go to the back tail, and you want to twist that back tail around so that your pattern is moving in the same direction. So both tails are facing the same direction. Now we're going to go all through this pattern of ribbon. Go ahead and pick up the second one. Again, fold it right in half. Go to 5.5 inches on the board and add it in to the side, kind of accordion it in there, side by side by side. And again, go to that back tail, whether or not it is 1 or 2-sided ribbon. I always twist it just to bring, texturally speaking, is sometimes different. It also helps to separate the tails a little bit. So there we go. We have our first 2 ribbons with the loops pointed up from center for the first 4 times, first 4 ribbons through the pattern. My thumb, think of my thumb as being the center of the bow. Here we go with the next one. Again, folding it right in half. Going to my board, finding 5.5 inches, and then accordioning it right in beside there. See that? And your ribbon is you're not gonna be able to keep it right between your forefinger and your thumb. You're gonna let it slip back into the crook of your finger. When I get finished, you'll see that all that space is gonna be taken up with ribbon. I'm gonna pick up one of my chicken wire ribbons, and I'm just gonna add it, because I've already measured it to be 5.5 inches. So I'm just gonna add it in with the loop pointing up. And I don't worry about those tails because they separate on their own once I get it on. Okay, so there's the first 4 ribbons in our 16 loop funky bow. First 4 loops. Now the next time through our pattern, because this is an even numbered looped bow, I'm going to point the next 4 ribbons down, go to 5.5 inches on my board again, down from center, center being my thumb. And point all 4 of these loops down from center. Same thing though, go back to that back tail and twist it forward. Okay, here we go with the second one in the pattern. Go to 5.5 inches, turn it, point it down from center, accordion it in there, go to that back tail and twist. And go with the third. 5.5 inches. Turn it. And twist. Again, I'm going to add the next chicken wire in. I'm going to turn that loop down from center and just add it right in. See that? All right. So next, we're going to point the next 4 up from center. And then after that, we're going to have 4 more left, and we're going to point those 4 down from center. I'm going to speed through this part since you all have got the gist of what I'm doing, and I'll be right back when I'm ready to tie this bow together. I'll speed through and let you see what I do, but I don't want to take forever on this. Adding in the last piece of chicken wire, and yes, my left hand is screaming at me right now. Honest to goodness it is, but I am persevering. So then grab yourself a pipe cleaner, lay it beside your thumb. You can see how that is, my whole hand is taken up by ribbon. Find the center of the pipe cleaner, lay it across the bow. Pull one part around the bottom and one part around the top and squeeze this bow together as best you can. Squeeze those loops together. Get this hand up as close as you can to the back of the ribbons and twist. Twist the bow, twist the pipe. I twist both. Just to make sure, and twist it a lot so that it doesn't come untwisted. So then the next thing is one of the most important parts of making a funky bow or any craft bow, and that is the fluffing. So you're going to take some time and you're going to fluff out these loops, and you're going to manipulate them and you're going to move them to where you want them exactly to be in the bow. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this put on the slanter into the back of this bow. I'm going to find the center of it, right side down, tie it, and use the pipe cleaners and just tie this right into the back. Make sure we find the front of it, which is right there. And I'm going to tie this right around this little bulbous piece here. And all I do is take the left strip over the right, and I pull it really tight, as tightly as I can get it, to pull that bow up as close as you can get it to the lantern. Because you're going to be manipulating that bow even more, and you don't want it to fall off or move around much. Okay, then make a loop with your left, come around it with the right, twist this before you put it through the hole in the back so that you have the right side coming out. And there you have yourself a pretty square bow. And go ahead and dovetail. I just go to about the edge of the lantern. And there we go. Your little square bow. All right, now I'm going to put myself into fast motion again as I do a little bit of fluffing of this bow. I'll be right back when I get it to the way I want it to look. Okay, I think that's about got it. Now, all I'm going to do, boy, that one ribbon is very glittery. All I'm going to do now is I have just pink tufts that are the same color as the lamb's ear, and they are not quite as obtrusive. Let me see here. I think I might like that better, to put some of these in here and there. And I don't want a lot, you guys. Honest to goodness, I don't. I don't want to take away from the bow. I do have some of these pretty daisies here too. I might add some of those in as well. Okay, I'm just adding some of these little daisies. Just putting a little glue on the very ends of them and just sticking them in here and there. Just to add a little something, something. Just a little something to add a little color. Pretty. Just a touch. That is going to be just about that, you guys. I may add some of the pink in with the bottom, since I have a little bit left. And I'll be right back for some final words, you guys. This is done. And unique, huh? Be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back with the final product here. I'm super happy. I always say that, I know. Super happy with how it worked out. It's so light, so pretty. I love the pinks and the greens together. I love how the little bird in the bird cage looks on the inside. Of course, I'll take some closer up pictures of it for you. And I'll take some pictures at night so that you can see how the light shines down on it. There's a close-up of the bow. And all I have left to do in the foyer is that base. And I'll probably, when I put that together, I'll probably put that into fast motion because Chris doesn't have the lights in it for me yet. And so I'll just do that whenever he gets that done for me. It's just a matter of sticking a bunch of flowers in there that came in a bunch from Hobby Lobby, you guys, and then sticking a couple of lamb's ear stalks that Candace got me for Christmas in with it. That's all I'm doing with that. I'm not doing anything special. So with all that said, I'm going to end this one right now. I hope that all is well with everyone. I hope that there's no one out there struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain. And if you are, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And remember, in crafting, there are no mistakes, only unique creations. So with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.